Walk exercise is the evolution of walking. This exercise regimen was designed so as to put the majority of your muscles to work while increasing motor skills and hand-eye coordination. Walk exercise destroys fat that makes it possible to quickly model your physique and increase muscle tone. 3 pointers to remember. Breathe through your mouth, have your toes pointed in, look straight ahead, never look at your feet, or at the handlebar when side-facing position. Your hands go on the sidebars of the handlebar. Change to the side-facing position. Your hands go in the middle part of the handlebar while your legs cross over to create a foot-over-foot action. Start walking in the walk position. Repeat the previous exercise, foot over foot action, facing the other side. Back to the walk position. Put your right arm on the left side of the handlebar, turning your body by 180 degrees while putting the other arm on the right side of the handlebar, thus simulating walking backwards. Back to the walk position. Flex your legs forward. Back to the walk position. Flex your legs slightly to the side, making a diagonal line with your body. Back to the walk position. Flex your legs forward and diagonally, closed, so as to move your knees closer to the other hand. Back to the walk position. Have your feet touch the front bar. Back to the walk position. Repeat the foot over foot action, bringing the right leg forward while placing the left foot halfway up the right one. Start over from the right leg. Back to the walk position. Repeat the foot over foot action starting from the left leg. Back to the walk position. Place your right foot on the platform off the treadmill to simulate walking while standing still with your leg flexing forward. Back to the walk position. Now place your left foot off the treadmill to simulate walking while standing still with your leg flexing forward. Back to the walk position. Now place your hand in the middle of the handlebar with your right foot off to the right side of the treadmill and stimulate a skateboard run, planting the other foot on the treadmill with the heel first and then the toes so as to use the glute muscles of the right leg that stays still. Back to the walk position. Place your hand in the middle of the handlebar with your left foot off to the right of the treadmill and simulate a skateboard run, putting the other foot on the treadmill, planting the heel first, then the toes, so as to engage the glute muscles of the left leg that stays still. Back to the walk position. Repeat the skateboard exercise while stretching your arm out sideways so as to use the shoulder muscles, the lateral deltoids. At the same time, your left leg pushes backwards. Back to the walk position. Repeat the previous exercise to the left. Back to the walk position. Thrust one leg, then the other with your toes pointing outwards. to the walk position. Thrust one leg, then another to one side. Back to the walk position. Thrust one leg, then another to one side, leaning slightly forward with your toes upwards. Back to the walk position. Place your left hand in the middle of the handlebar while putting your right foot off to the right of the treadmill and your right hand on your right leg like on a skateboard with the down leg, pushing the treadmill with your left foot while keeping your left leg stretched out. Back to the walk position. Repeat the previous exercise with your left foot off to the left of the treadmill, but with the left arm bent and behind your back. Back to the walk position. Lift up your right arm, stretched out, while keep on walking. Back to the walk position. Lift up your left arm while keep on walking. Back to the walk position. Lift up your right arm, stretching it out. Back to the walk position. Lift up your right arm, stretching it all the way out. Back to the walk position. Flex your legs forward, one at a time, and extend them in a kicking motion. Back to the walk position. Make a kicking motion by bringing both legs out diagonally. Back to the walk position. Bring your left hand to the middle of the handlebar with your right foot off to the right of the treadmill. With your left leg, push the treadmill backwards while alternating a hip movement to the side until you touch the ground without twisting your knee. Back to the walk position. Bring your right leg onto the middle of the handlebar while bringing your left foot outside to the left of the treadmill and carry out the same exercise as before. Back to the walk position. Bring your left hand onto the handlebar and repeat the previous exercise, but put your left foot off to the right of the treadmill and no longer on the ground. Back to the walk position. Put your right hand on the handlebar and repeat the previous exercise. Back to the walk position. Put your right hand on the handlebar. Put your right leg off to the right of the treadmill while pushing your left leg backwards until you touch the ground behind the treadmill. Back to the walk position. Place your left hand on the handlebar and repeat the previous exercise. Back to the walk position. Place your right foot off to the right of the treadmill with your left foot off to the left of it and walk down the middle repeating the same movements. Back to the walk position. Repeat the previous exercise, starting with your left foot. Back to the walk position. Make an A by putting your right foot on the ground to the right of the treadmill, and right after it by putting your left one off to the left of it. Walk up the treadmill and repeat. Back to the walk position. Repeat the previous exercise, starting with your left foot. Back to the walk position. Put your right hand on the handlebar and let your right foot come off the treadmill till you touch the ground with your toe and come back up. Then do the same with your left foot. Take a step and repeat the exercise to the left. Back to the walk position. Keep walking on your tiptoes while on the treadmill. Now walk on your heels. Change up and point your toes in towards each other. Now line your feet up, one in front of the other. Back to the walk position. Bring your right hand to the middle of the handlebar, swiveling your body to the left while going into the foot over foot action, while lifting your arm up and down in sync with the movements of your legs. Back to the walk position. Repeat the previous exercise while inverting the position of your hands and feet. Back to the walk position. Bring your left arm to the right, rotating your body by 180 degrees, and walk straight, going backwards. Keep walking, now in a normal backwards walk. Now, flex your legs, one at a time, by 90 degrees. Go back to the backwards walk. Raise your legs one at a time by 90 degrees as if to kick something ahead of you. Back to the backwards walk. Rotate your body by 180 degrees and go back into the walk position. Move your left hand to the middle of the handlebar, your right foot on the right platform, and with your left foot, push slightly back over the lower part of the treadmill. Raise and lower your right arm in sync with this motion so as to use the shoulder blade muscles. Now finish off in the walk position for 5 minutes so as to cool down before stopping completely.